Bruno and the Magical World. Once upon a time, there was a person called Gerald. He had a sloth named Bruno. Gerald and Bruno had a great relationship, and they also loved their village. They swam and raced to find who was the slowest. Bruno won a lot of the time. Really, Gerald won. One day, someone evil named Harry turned the whole planet into a weird and magical world, and Bruno was able to talk, and Gerald got a sword. The sword fell out of the sky. Gerald and Bruno then decided to go on an adventure because they were wondering why a sword fell out of the sky and why a wizard came with magic. They also wanted to explore the new magical world. First, they went to Bob the swordsmith to see if the sword was magical. Bob took the sword, swung it twice, and a magical beam flew out of the sword. He then said, "Yes, it is a magical sword." He then asked, "I find your sword so fascinating, so may I go with you on your adventure?" Gerald and Bruno said yes. They went out to the river, but the bridge was destroyed. Bob ran to the village to get some wood planks and ropes. Then he repaired the bridge. They went across the bridge and walked through the forest. They then came across a rainbow. The rainbow looked very colorful and pretty. They also saw that there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They tried walking over the rainbow, and all three of them were fascinated that they could walk over the rainbow. At the end of the rainbow, there was no gold, but they found a unicorn named Amma. Amma had a big horn with 4 legs. She also had tiny ears. She and her skin looked like rainbows. Amma then said, "If you guys can help me, then I'll give you guys some magic." The 3 of them said, "What's your problem?" She said, "A rock is blocking my way." All of them got some pickaxes and a few hammers from the village and broke the rock. It took them 1 hour to break the rock. Amma then gave them a magical horn in a bag, and it teleported them to a castle. The 3 of them saw that the castle belonged to Harry, but out of nowhere a bolt of lightning came. They were launched 1 time across the world and came back. Instantly, when they had a chance, they decided to go inside the castle. They came across a door. They tried to open it with the sword like a key, but it failed. They tried breaking it open using force with the sword, but it failed. They tried using the magical horn to open the door like turning it to get the magic, but that failed. They got struck by lightning again, and this time they were shot away and landed in a pool full of sharks. Luckily, they all survived, but Bruno was launched back to the castle. Soon Bob and Gerald made it back and were surprised that Bruno was already there. They then busted the door open. However, it didn't work because the door was made out of very strong wood, and they just injured themselves. Soon they just tried opening the door by turning the handle, and it worked. All of them were feeling very dumb. They eventually found Harry on a machine that created lightning. They figured out that Harry was controlling the lightning with the machine. Bob and Gerald were fighting each other, and Bruno was just crawling around and came across a lever. Bruno flicked a lever, and all of Harry's magic disappeared, but nothing went back to normal. They were still fighting, and Bruno destroyed the machine, which destroyed the wand. It was the wand that could turn the world back to normal. Harry kept fighting, and Bruno then punched him and held him captive. The magic sword disappeared, and the castle disappeared. The 3 heroes went back to the village and threw Harry in jail for a year. They then earned a statue, and Bruno was at the very top. Bruno was then named Bruno the Slothinator. They then told their village everything about their adventure, and they were announced as the Slothinator.
That was a true story, kids, and if you want to see the statue, look at the middle of our village.
The kids said, "Can you tell us another story, Grandma?"
Grandma said, "It's my nap time, but tomorrow I will."
The kids then went to the center of the village and saw the statue. The statue was made out of gold and is clean when it's dirty. There are also jewels covering Bruno. You can still see Bruno on the top, the statue that is 30 feet tall and 20 feet wide. The kids started playing with it and climbing on it. The end.